civil war in the New York Times newsroom over Senator Tom Cotton's op-ed. Opinion editor Barry Weiss says a civil war has in fact erupted at the paper over its decision to publish the op-ed, in which the senator backed the use of the military to help end violence in the riots and protests that have turned violent. The Times apologized last night for ever even considering publishing Cotton's piece, let alone publishing it. Yet the Times is the very same paper that posted this op-ed in 2014, quote, "Pedophilia, a disorder, not a crime." In February of this year, they ran an op-ed written by a leader of the Taliban, for crying out loud. The Times defended its decision then, saying its mission is to, quote, "tackle big ideas from a range of newsworthy viewpoints." Apparently, just not American senators' viewpoints. Joining us tonight is John Solomon, award-winning investigative reporter, editor-in-chief of JustTheNews.com. John, good to have you with us. Let's start with the New York Times journalistically. I'd just like to get your reaction. Is one of the country's, if not the very best, among the very best investigative journalists. Your thoughts about watching the Times descend to these divisive depths in its newsroom?
Well, listen, under Dean Baquet's leadership, the New York Times has gone from being the newspaper of record for all Americans to a newspaper of record for limousine liberals. And if it wants to apologize for something, it should go back first and apologize for all the stories they got wrong on Russia. We could lay the evidence out and show time and again the number of stories that the New York Times published during the Russia collusion scandal that were false. But instead, they celebrate intolerance by trying to apologize for allowing a U.S. senator to pose an idea slightly different than maybe its readership had. I don't know where we're going, but they feel like an institution that has moved towards yellow journalism and intolerance and a bias towards limousine liberals. I think that's the only way to look at this.
Yeah. Well, and the Pulitzer Committee has a lot to explain as well, handing out Pulitzers for false reporting on Obamagate. It's outrageous what they have done and what they continue to do. Rod Rosenstein finally going before the Senate Judiciary Committee this week. The performance was, I think, somewhat predictable. I do think the idea that he would blame the FBI for keeping him in the dark in so many areas was perhaps a surprise, a novel defense, if you will. Your thoughts?
Yeah, listen, he's no Harry Truman because the buck didn't stop with him at all on this investigation, even though he was the top line supervisor. But I think in his testimony, you're beginning to see a body of evidence. Remember, the IG said the same thing. Horowitz said last December there was significant evidence that the FBI withheld from the National Security Division of the Justice Department. And I'm beginning to talk to a lot of senators who 2 years ago would never have said this, now saying, you know what? We see a plot, a conspiracy. The FBI was intentionally keeping people in the dark so they can sustain a false investigation. That's a real movement for a lot of these senators who are cautious, waiting for the evidence to come out. I think Rod Rosenstein moved that forward a little bit by convincing people that if he had been given the real evidence, he wouldn't have done the things he did, like sign the FISA warrant. Now we need to figure out who are the culprits that allowed and sustained this false narrative and bring them to justice.
And I do have to credit Lindsey Graham with at least some close questioning on a number of occasions. So good on him. A rare compliment from me, I know, to the senator. But there it is.